Hello and welcome to Mente de Madre Leona. Thank you so much for being here today. Today I wanted to talk to you about the mental game and about getting out of the way of our own goals and dreams. Sometimes we can stand in the doorway to the path that leads to our goals and our dreams, and we can stand there and block it and tell ourselves all of the ways that we will fail, or all of the ways that it would never work out, or all of the things that we should be doing other than pursuing our own goals and our dreams. And we can almost become imprisoned in our minds and feel very helpless to pursue our goals and our dreams because of all of these excuses or negative stories that we tell ourselves, just being very negative to ourselves. So I think it can be important to take a step back, especially as busy moms, and to reflect on where we are in our lives so we can gain perspective on how to move forward on a positive path to our goals and our dreams. And on a side note, I do want to just mention, if you've just had a baby, or you're going through a divorce, or you're taking care of a loved one, or any number of things that are really important to your family and do take up a tremendous amount of time, this may not be the time to be pursuing a goal or a dream full on. Some goals and dreams absolutely can go at any time, if it's a new wellness goal or fitness goal. But if it's something more major, like going back to college or changing careers, something like that, it may not be the best time if your mind and your body are not as strong or ready to put everything you have into those times. And I speak from experience in saying that, because I started a business right after, 2 weeks after I had a baby, and I was going through a divorce, and that was not the best decision to make. I didn't have all of the strength that I needed to push through those hard times. So getting back to what we're talking about today, I think that making lists are really good because it makes everything a little bit more clear when we can put it down on a paper or on your phone or your computer. When you can see things in print, you can kind of see what is more real as far as, are these visions that you're having in your head of failure, of why things wouldn't work, are they really that big as they may be seeming in your mind? Or maybe you don't think your ideas are that great, but you put them down on paper and you share them with other people and they give you encouragement that they are really good. But put down everything that you are really wanting in life. Reflect on what are those goals and those dreams. Put it all down. Just because you put it down doesn't mean that you have to pursue it, but you may end up wanting to down the road. Next, I think you need to reflect on what it is that you perceive to be holding you back. Is it people? Is it time? Is it finances? Is it health? What is it that is holding you back from racing towards those dreams? Then I think you really need to reflect on where it is that you spend your time. What is your time management like? Are there people that could help you in your life? Can you let other people help you? Also, as a mom, I know we all want to try to do everything ourselves, but it's okay to let other people help you pursue your goals and your dreams. That can be really awesome, in fact, when you're not trying to do everything alone. Reflect on past achievements and things that gave you a feeling of accomplishment and purpose. Maybe it was something in college, maybe it was even in high school, maybe it was a career change, whatever it was in your past that gave you that really strong sense that you had inside your heart, that it was good, that you had done something really worthwhile. Personally, I was telling you about starting a business when I just had a baby 2 weeks before and was going through a divorce and also the economy downturn. So there was a lot going on in my life and that affected my business and me personally. And taking care of a newborn and a 2-year-old by myself, that was a lot on my back. And I felt like a complete failure for a very long time because I did have to close my store so much earlier than I ever had anticipated. And it was very sad to me. And I was just overwhelmed, really, that I had failed. And I know it really affected my business partner too. She was very upset about it. And she was just such a wonderful, supportive person to me. But many years have passed now, and I look at that situation so much differently now that I'm in a different place in my life. And I see the accomplishment in having achieved a goal. The goal was to open a store, and we did that. And the goal was to bring together many women who had really amazing talents, and we did that. And we made wonderful friendships. And because of the beauty of social media, I have been able to watch so many of those women who sold their products in my store grow their businesses. And it has been such a wonderful feeling every time I see them reach another goal and to see how well they are doing. And it gives me a real feeling of purpose, like I was not a failure. And I think that we all have to do that. We all have to stop being so hard on ourselves. Maybe things didn't turn out the way we wanted, but we can see where we learned so much that we can use in the future, and we can see all of the positives that did come out of that, whether it was relationships or, just new experiences. And so that's one of the ones that I would put down on my list. So after you've made your list, I want you to read over what you have written. Are those things that you feel that are holding you back, are they real and tangible, or are they just negativity, excuses? Are you being a devil's advocate to yourself? So again, look at what you've written down and reflect on everything from a place of optimism and self-love. Are you able to see the possibilities? Could you start moving forward on a path to those goals and dreams? And lastly, I think you've got to start planning those first steps on that path. Not the end game, not the ultimate goal. You already know what that is. But those first steps, what are those first steps that you need to take? If it is that you want to go back to college, do you need to take some classes or exams? How do you get admitted? Financial aid? How is it going to change, your relationship with your family and your time with your family? All of these things are things you would have to figure out, and those are the easier steps to figure out at first. If it's you're going to be on a new fitness routine, yes, you know where you want to ultimately end up as far as your fitness, and I'm sure these goals will change as you progress, but ultimately you know that you want to get to this new fitness goal. And so today, what you need to figure out is, are you going to work out at home? Are you going to join a gym? What type of fitness are you going to be using for that goal? So those smaller steps, like joining a gym, as daunting as they can still seem, I totally understand. Those are the smaller steps that you need to take, and don't get anxiety over trying to figure out every single step and how you're going to get there and is it going to work, because you'll just stop, because you will just kind of freeze yourself from an overwhelming amount of trying to figure it all out at one time. Figure out the small steps at first, and then everything will become clearer as you go along your path, especially because you may hit your goals a lot faster than you had anticipated. And as that happens, or you may meet new people or have new experiences that lead you in completely different directions that you hadn't really thought about before. So don't try to figure it all out at once. Just get that first set of steps going and get through that door and onto the path to your goals and your dreams. Keep in the front of your mind of how life is so short, and these excuses and negative thoughts that hold you captive, they're just that. They're things in your mind. So I hope today that you take away from all of this is to stop making excuses and to stop finding a million other things to do and overscheduling yourself and being a devil's advocate to yourself, and start cheering yourself on. Start seeing the possibilities in your future and start giving yourself time and effort to make those possibilities a reality. And I keep seeing people talking about being humble, and that's great. But start having some pride in yourself and all that you have accomplished and everything you have learned and how strong you are. Be proud of who you are. Be a strong woman. And that is okay, because you have a lioness full of life and passion inside of you. It's a strength that you just cannot comprehend until you start down that path to your goals and your passion. And you need that strength because you will encounter negativity. You will encounter exhaustion in difficult times and difficult decisions. But don't back down. Ignite your passion for your dreams. And don't let adversity and negativity make you go backwards. Leap through it. Make it work for you. Let it make you stronger and go on to the next moment, because no one can rescue yourself from you. You've got to be the one to decide to get on that path and go fast to your goals and your dreams. I hope that you've had some motivation and some inspiration today. I hope that you have a lot of love today wherever you are. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to talk to you again soon. Goodbye.